Welcome back, Taekook sisters. This is once again pnglyvkookfam, and I'm here with another video coming from a Facebook page, Taekook Power Couple. And this video will talk about Taekook's relationship is not for cameras. Who said it, and is it really real? Now let's find that out in this video. So, Taekook sisters, here is another facts that I will be sharing and discussing to you today. Yesterday, I have been posting 2 video analysis about Taekook in Mexico and another one, the Taekook separation video analysis. But for today, we will be looking at this video coming from the Facebook page of a famous Taekook fan account, Taekook Power Couple. If you have been following this account on Facebook, then you probably have already seen this video of her. So this video actually will talk about Taekook's relationship is not for cameras. Is it real? Who said it? And do you think, or where do you think this statement happened? Who said this Taekook relationship is not for cameras? And do you think, or do you believe that this is true? Now, those are the things that we're going to find out after we will discuss this video here. So I will no longer prolong your agony of waiting, so let's start watching this video of Taekook Power Couple. So here, this is the exact statement. My relationship with Taehyung is not for camera. So let's see if it's really true or just a delusional concept coming from Taekookers, or is it really coming from JK himself? Let's find out. So JK, according to the author Taekook Power Couple, Jungkook said this famous line in an event called Tokyo Handshake Event. So Taekook sisters, JK was the person who said that line that we all know from the beginning about Taekook. JK said before that his relationship for Taehyung is not for cameras. Now, it is stated here by the author that that line or famous line happened exactly in the event called Tokyo Handshake Event. To understand better everything, I think it is important to know what is this event and where it took place and how it works. So here the author highlighted that in order for us Taekook sisters to understand fully what exactly happened, why JK have said that statement, we have to first discuss where it happened, the place where JK said that, and what is exactly the event of that time. Now, moving on, let's continue. So, here the author provided a photo. The Tokyo Handshake took place in a big building where idols and fans can meet and shake their hands and have a small talk. So this is a photo of somehow the author provided for us to picture out what is this handshake event in Tokyo. So you can see that there is actually a big building and a lot of people around it. So most probably this is what it looks like when there are fan meetings in Tokyo. The author continued saying, "This is a picture of the 2018 event at Kanto Makuhari Mess Event Hall, and as you can see, there is a big crowd." So this picture right here, Peacock Sisters, is a real picture from the 2018 event at Kanto Makuhari Messy Event Hall. Correct me if I'm wrong if I have pronounced mess word correctly. And as I've mentioned, this is the place that somehow where most of the fan meetings, handshake fan meetings happened. And indeed, we can see a lot of people around this place. For this reason, the security is very tight for fans and idols security. So, the author of this video also remind us that during events like this in Tokyo, handshake events, the security is very tight, therefore causing it to be when you are in the event, security will check 100% to the fans before getting closer to the idols or K-pop idols. And even the idols also have 100% security, where there are security guards standing next to them, because since events like this in Tokyo is indeed resorting or somehow very used into getting more security, because we don't know at that time K-pop industry is somehow getting bigger and a lot of crowd are attending it, so that's why the security is really very tight at that time. So in the building, you will have to go through various security checkups. The security guards will check if you are carrying dangerous objects with you and even check out your hands. So here, Peacock Sisters, I think out of all 3,000 subscribers here in my YouTube channel, I guess there is at least one here who have attended handshake events like this in Tokyo. Let me know in the comment section, Peacock Sisters, if you have attended even once in this Tokyo handshake event of BTS. Let me know in the comment section. Now, according to this author, when you attend events like this, in the building, before you can go inside and meet your idols, you have to go several checkups, security checkups. It will even, it will took you how many, for example, let's say 2 minutes for security checkups. It was not stated here how long, but it was exaggerated here that the security is really very tight, that it has to be done in a very prominent way, wherein the guards will have to check your hands and your bag and everything in case if you're carrying dangerous objects. So I can imagine how the security guard or the security officers will check you, but I think it is just normal. It is very just um, reasonable for all the security, because we all know idols have their security and privacy, so they need the security for them to be safe during the event, because again, that event has a lot of people around, and if we do not conduct security, worst may come, and we really don't know what will happen. So this is just right that the security must be very tight for everything to be in smooth process and in planned manner. There will be something, no interruptions, like any accidents will happen. That is our main goal for every idols. We have to make sure that they are safe and secured every time they are outside the company. Now let's continue. Now, here, Taekook Sisters is a testimony of a fan who went to the event in 2018 in BTS Handshake event in Tokyo. So this is a screenshot of the testimony of that army who went to that event. Now let us read. My 1 second handshake with Kim Taehyung. Literally 8 staffs inside the booth, checking hands and moving us along. So this fan, Taekook Sisters, was able to handshake Taehyung for 1 second. This fan said "Buraheyo," and that statement from that fan was actually delivered to Taehyung. So when that fan said "Buraheyo," Taehyung smiled. Taehyung, according to the testimony of this fan, Taehyung's hands are so big and cold, and he was wearing the Fake Love Japanese album cover outfit, but his hair was blonde. I wish he had called out all our names, but it's getting shorter every year. Oh well, thank you, Tay Tay. So this is the whole statement or the testimony of this fan, Taekook Sisters, and with the statements that she provided, indeed, we could really imagine how strict the security during that time. He just shake hands with Taehyung for 1 second, and can you imagine that? How fast is 1 second, right? And the very I would say happy moment of that fan would be when Taehyung smiled back to her when she said "Buraheyo." And in our case, if that will happen, that would definitely cause us to somehow tremble and collapse if somehow Taehyung will smile back to us, right? Now I could feel what this fan have felt during that handshake meeting of BTS that time. Now going on. So here's another picture that shows how tight the security is. So basically, the Taekook Sisters, this photos right here are sample photos when events in Tokyo happened, and we can really see security is really strict. So according to the author, for fair reasons, I want to point out the pictures are from the Tokyo handshake, but some are from different years. this is just a demonstration on how security works during Tokyo Handshake event. So the photos that we have um, seen earlier, those are just photos in different years of Tokyo Handshake events. So those photos are in different tiers. So that is just for demonstration for you to picture out that those are the kind of um, situation you will be seeing when you go to Tokyo Handshake event with your idols, to meet your idols. So you have to go through the process of security checkups like that. So, according again to the author, there are also other measures that must be followed if you want to meet and shake hands with your idols. And this means no pictures, no videos, no recording in general when the fan is at the booth. So, Taekook sisters, I think honestly, I would say in my entire life, I haven't attended any BTS handshake event like this. But I'm really grateful for this author right here because she literally presented us the process of getting into a handshake event with our idols. And this is somehow a reminder to us for those people, for those sisters out there who haven't also met BTS during handshake events like this. We have to remember that actually when we go to the booth, when we attend handshake events, we cannot record our idols, we cannot take pictures with them, and in general, we cannot record or video them. So, somehow, in that case, that would really somehow make us feel sad. We cannot um, take a picture of the moment. We are so happy because we met our idols, we met the person or the people who have inspired us, right? But I guess in my case, if I am in the situation, if I am in that event and I'm already in front of the BTS member or I'm already in front of them, I think I could no longer hold my phone to take pictures of them, but instead I'll just focus my eyes on looking at every angle of their faces and just look at in their eyes. Like, I know this is one of a kind experience, so I have to treasure it, but it would be very great, right, to have pictures with them. So I think we better have pictures if we attend concerts. I think in concerts we are allowed to take pictures or videos, right? And honestly, if you ask me if I have been into any BTS concerts, again, I have not been into any BTS concerts, but I'm planning soon, so I guess we will be meeting each other there. So just call me pnglyvkookfam and I will really turn my head to you and talk to you, Vikook sisters. So maybe by 2025, let's see each other. Now moving forward. So after hearing that no recording is allowed whenever this handshake event is held, this means there are no clips about the event, and being in different booths, we don't know Taehyung's reaction. So for this, we can only rely to other armies' experiences and digging a little on the internet, and this author right here found a pair of things. So the author noted that in every booth, there is actually a different member. So therefore, in one booth, there is one member. So if when you go to that booth, let's say it's Taehyung's booth, you cannot take picture of him. And it's one-on-one meet. So it's actually only between you and the idol. So According to the fan we have mentioned earlier, which she said she was able to handshake Taehyung for 1 second and even said Buraheo and Taehyung smiled. We really don't know if it's true or not because it's only Taehyung and that fan. We don't have any witness at that time of whether that fan is really saying the truth or not. But however, in my opinion, I am somehow 70 or 80% believing that the fan is saying the truth because I don't think a fan would be saying like that. I guess she is just expressing herself, how happy she is, and sharing her experience that day. So, in addition, this author provided another proof about this handshake event in Tokyo. So here's the experience of an army. You can also see this is a fan account 141122 Tokyo handshake event. A fan who went to the handshake event asked Taehyung to choose between Jimin and Jungkook. So this time, Taekook sisters, this is already another fan experience of an army who went to the same event where BTS were, and that was in Tokyo. And this testimony is coming from an army who was able to fan or meet JK and other members. Now, this fan went to handshake Taehyung, and when the time she arrived in Taehyung's booth, she asked Taehyung to choose between Jimin and Jungkook. Now, according to that fan, Taehyung replied that he liked Jungkook. Now, this fan next or moved to the next booth and asked JK the same question. The fan asked JK to choose between Jimin and Jungkook, and JK said he and Taehyung's relationship is better. He just doesn't show it for us fans to see. So this statement, testimony coming from this fan, Taekook sisters, who have been in that handshake event in Tokyo, was saying a fact of what she experienced that day. She somehow found out a very interesting statement coming from Jungkook himself, because it was, for me, it was just a simple question to choose between Jimin and Jungkook. I think it was just a tricky but somehow not that very hard. You can always choose, okay, I choose this because I choose JK because yeah, we've been so very close lately. But the explanation or the reason of JK here why he chose Taehyung is this. He said he and Taehyung are in better relationship, and only their relationship are not shown to many whenever they are together. So with that, Taekook sisters, with that statement of JK, we can really say that this Taekook relationship is not for cameras, is really true, and it is confirmed that it is JK who said that. JK confirmed that even before in this 2018 handshake event in Tokyo, saying that his relationship with Taehyung are not for cameras and their relationships are better, but they do not just show it to fans. Now, What can you say about that, Taekook sisters? I know you've been aware about this, but I think some of you are just aware of this information, but not the history or the background. Where did this happen and when this thing or scenario happened? Now that we know that it happened in the Tokyo handshake event in 2018, we can somehow think and reflect, oh, it must be true because we can have the details. We have the details for the place, we have the details for the time. And this fan right here is expressing her experience that day. And with that experience, we're able to find out Taekook's relationship. Now let's move forward and learn more about this fact that this fan account posted. So this happened in November 2014 after a fan went to both Jungkook's and Taehyung's booths and asked both the same question, and both chose each other's, but Jungkook added the famous line. Okay, I'm sorry to correct my mistake, Taekook sisters. That was actually, I've said earlier 2018. I'm just like drawn back with the my mind is still focusing on the Namsan Tower or the anniversary of Taekook, which is the 2018-2016 years. But this handshake event where we have heard JK saying his relationship with Taehyung is not for cameras happened on 2014 and not in 2018. So 2014 is the second year when BTS started. We all know 2013 was the year BTS started or debuted, right? Now, in here, again, the author said that the only question was just to choose between Jimin and Jungkook, but Jungkook added the famous line, which we have already know that his relationship is not for cameras. As the time passed, it has changed a bit, but I believe the real meaning is still there. However, Taekook sisters, we all have different opinions, point of views. That kind of statement of Jungkook is open for different interpretations. But for most of us Taekookers, I guess we have one common interpretation, and that somehow Taekook relationship is private but not secret. Because of JK's statement, somehow Taekookers have second thoughts. Why would JK reason out that way that his relationship with Taehyung is better and not for cameras, right? The fan here didn't mention what could be the reason why he didn't choose Jimin, but somehow there's no hate between these people right here. We all love them, right? This is just showing you about this Taekook relationship way back in 2014, Taekook sisters. Now, I don't know what JK means with his relationship with Taehyung is better. Now, Taekook sisters, what do you think about the statement that JK have said saying his relationship with Taehyung is better? Here, in the opinion of the author of this video, she said it simply means he felt closer with Taehyung than the other members. In fact, we know well in 2014 that JK and Taehyung were very, very close. I am not saying that they are not close now, and Taehyung said himself he wanted to help Jungkook to come out of the shell because he was very shy and introvert. So Taekook sisters, the author right here somehow is giving us the free interpretation. But in her opinion, she said that that statement coming from JK was actually simply means JK is more closer than V, because at that time we all know they just started from the K-pop industry, and JK is very young, as the youngest, is very shy and introvert, and the person who was able to somehow molded JK to come out from his comfort zone, or come out from the shell, or to somehow be confident of himself is Taehyung, right? Taehyung helped Jungkook getting out from his shyness habit, or let's say characteristic. But this video is about reporting facts and not analysis. According to this author, Taekook Sisters, if you want to watch a video about whole Taekook story, you can watch it in his documentary if you didn't. I guess this author right here has a lot of documentary, and I'm hoping that I would see them together with you, and maybe soon we'll be looking at them and I will upload it in our YouTube channel. Another extra experience coming from another fan account. According to a fan, Oppa get married with Cookie. So Taekook Sisters, this is another testimony from another army. This army said Oppa get married with Cookie. That fan said that to Taehyung, and Taehyung just burst out laughing. The fan continued, "When are you getting married with Taehyung?" And that time, that fan asked JK. JK just said, tomorrow. The fan said, "Oppa, if you and Tay get married, Army would approve it." JK smiled and laughed and said, "I get it." So this is actually translated from the Everyday BTS account in Twitter, so you can check it for your reference. So to sum this up, this another experience of an army just playfully saying to Taehyung and JK somehow a very endearing thing about marrying each other. This fan is somehow very confident saying this to Taehyung to get married with JK, and Taehyung didn't said no, but just burst out of laughing. When it's turn, in JK's turn, JK just said he will marry Taehyung tomorrow. And when the army said the army will approve it if you will marry Taehyung, JK just smiled and said, "I get it." So somehow I would definitely say that this testimony from this fan, I think it's even in 2014, Taekook have been somehow very controversial topic, because even for that early year, the second year of BTS, Taekook were noticed by a lot of people. That's why Taekook somehow was built, because their relationship is seen by a lot of people in different ways. Like, I would question it myself right here. Why would an army think that Taehyung will marry JK and JK will marry Taehyung when in the first place, that was just the second year of BTS. We only knew BTS that time for 2 years, and there's no such many interactions going on with Taekook at that time compared to the succeeding years of 2014. But I think the reason why this army have this confidence to ask both Taehyung and JK to get married, I think this army right here is a Taekooker. And I'm sure that this army right here saw a very strong connection between Taekook and questioned things about Taekook. And if you can also remember, Taekook sisters, 2014 is somehow a very, very sweet and I would say hot moments of Taekook. They are such fetus that time, and the way they touch each other that time, I would say cameras are not yet, like there were still no edited moments. Unlike today, we see Run BTS episodes, edited videos, Taekook videos, Taekook moments. In the Soup episode, Suga himself confirmed it that 99% of it are edited. But looking back in 2014, I think the relationship is somehow just getting started. And the camera or the company didn't notice it, just thinking that it was just simply a brotherhood thing going on between JK and Taehyung. But later on, because of that closeness and fondness of Taehyung and Jungkook, that resulted to something more stronger relationship. That's why JK himself said it, that his relationship with Taehyung is better and it is not for cameras. Somehow, I would say, and I would really dwell on that up until to this day, Taekook sisters. And I hope you are also dwelling to that statement of JK that his relationship with Taehyung is not for cameras and his relationship with Taehyung is better. So that's all the infos that this author have find. If you know more, let me know in the comment section, and I hope you enjoyed this little information video. I will see you next in the new video. So Taekook sisters, thank you again for watching this fact video. This is not a theory video, Taekook sisters, but this is a fact video because we have presented a proof of armies saying they met Taekook and hearing JK's statement and Taehyung about the marry concept, and JK confirming it that his relationship with Taehyung is better and it is not for camera. So I hope that I was able to make you smile and laugh with this video, and if you smiled, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment your opinions about this video of Taekook's relationship is not for cameras. Is it real? Now we have answered those questions, and I hope you are already satisfied with that. For now, see you in the next video, and I hope that we'll see each other again. Have a great day and love you all. Take care, Taekook sisters.